Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees hesitate, your legs wobble, and your body say, "Not today"? It's one of those moments that sneaks up on us, the day our legs no longer feel like our own. You may tell yourself it's just age, but what if it's something more? What if the food on your plate, the fruits you trusted all your life, are quietly draining your strength? This may sound shocking. Fruits are supposed to be healthy, natural, pure. But here's the truth that very few ever speak aloud. Not all fruits are good for seniors. In fact, some of them are silently destroying senior leg strength, making everyday movement harder, slower, more painful. And the worst part? Most seniors have no idea. They eat these fruits with full confidence that they're doing something good for themselves. But the truth, if you really want to age with grace and strength, requires something deeper. Elderly wisdom. The kind of wisdom that comes not from trends or general nutrition advice, but from understanding how your body changes after 60. This is about listening to your legs, your joints, your circulation, your energy. It's about learning which fruits to avoid if you want to preserve elderly muscle health, mobility, and freedom. This isn't about fear. It's about power. And once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. Let's begin with the fruit that's as bright and tropical as it is dangerous. Pineapple. Pineapple has been praised for years. It's sweet, juicy, and even known for its anti-inflammatory compound, bromelain. But here's where things get tricky. For someone over 60, pineapple might be doing more harm than good. You see, pineapple is packed with natural sugars and strong acids. That combination can be tough on aging blood vessels. As we grow older, our circulation slows, and the tiny capillaries in our legs become more fragile. When you eat pineapple, the sugar hits your bloodstream fast, causing a quick spike in blood sugar. And over time, those repeated spikes start to damage those delicate blood vessels, especially the ones that feed oxygen to your legs. The result? Swollen ankles, tired calves, and that dull ache in your thighs after a short walk. Worse yet, if you suffer from arthritis or any type of joint inflammation, the acid in pineapple can act like gasoline on a fire. It stirs up pain and stiffness, especially in the knees, hips, and ankles. Many seniors describe a strange heaviness in their legs after eating pineapple, but never make the connection. Even more dangerous, bromelain can interfere with blood thinners, making your medication either too weak or too strong. Yet because pineapple feels healthy, you'd never guess it's one of the top foods harming seniors today. So if you've been experiencing leg pain after meals or unexplained fatigue, this might be your first red flag. Pineapple isn't poison, but it might not be the right choice for your stage of life. Now, if pineapple surprised you, wait until we talk about bananas. Bananas are often seen as the golden boy of the fruit world. Soft, sweet, full of potassium. They're recommended by doctors, fitness coaches, and even hospitals. But here's something they don't tell you. Bananas, for seniors, can be misleading. Bananas are high in quick-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars. When you eat one, your blood sugar goes up fast, and so does your insulin. This triggers inflammation, and inflammation, as you know, loves to settle in the joints and muscles of your legs. If you're over 60, your body isn't as quick to regulate that sugar surge. What follows? Heavy legs, swollen feet, sore knees, and a creeping stiffness that worsens over time. There's another twist. Bananas can cause fluid retention. Especially in seniors with cardiac issues, they contribute to swollen ankles and stiff joints. And it doesn't happen immediately. You eat bananas because you think they're helping your muscles, But what's actually happening is a quiet weakening, one that steals your mobility in small, daily doses. So, if you've been feeling more sluggish after breakfast or notice leg cramps when walking up the stairs, take a closer look at that daily banana. It might be time to reconsider what healthy really means at this age. Let's move to something even smaller, but just as problematic: grapes. Grapes are bite-sized, sweet, and easy to snack on without thinking. You can eat a whole bowl while watching TV and still feel guilt-free. But here's what you don't see. Grapes contain high levels of fructose, a type of sugar processed directly by your liver. When the liver gets overloaded with fructose, it converts it into fat and uric acid. Uric acid, in small amounts, is natural, but when it builds up in the bloodstream, it settles into the joints, especially the toes, ankles, and knees. The result? Burning sensations, sharp pain at night, random swelling that makes even light walking uncomfortable. That mysterious twinge in your big toe at 3 a.m., that could be uric acid talking. Fructose also increases systemic inflammation, another enemy of leg strength. And because grapes are so easy to overeat, you may be consuming far more than you realize. One handful leads to another, and suddenly your healthy snack is sabotaging your senior mobility. If you've noticed a change in how your legs feel after meals, or if walking feels heavier than before, the grapes may not be as innocent as they appear. Still with me? Good, because now we need to talk about one of the most beloved summer fruits: watermelon. Watermelon. Light, juicy, refreshing, a summer favorite and hydration hero, or so we've been told. But let's slow down and ask, what happens inside your body after you eat watermelon? Here's something few people realize. Watermelon has a very high glycemic index. That means it raises your blood sugar nearly as fast as refined sugar. And for seniors whose insulin sensitivity is already declining, that's a major problem. Each bite causes a rapid blood sugar spike. Your body responds by releasing insulin, but the older you are, the less efficient that response becomes. The result? Inflammation. Where does that inflammation go? Straight to the places with poor circulation, your legs. That's why so many older adults experience dull aching in the calves, stiffness after walking, or chronic swelling in the ankles and feet. It's not just the summer heat, it might be your watermelon habit. It gets worse when you consider how we eat watermelon. One slice turns into 3. A few chunks become a full bowl. It's easy to overeat because it's so watery and sweet, but that sweetness adds up fast, and behind the cool, watery texture lies a sugar bomb that sabotages your joints and circulation little by little. If you're someone who eats watermelon frequently and you've noticed your legs feeling heavier after lunch or your knees aching after standing, it's time to consider that this beloved fruit may be harming you more than helping. It doesn't mean you have to give it up forever, but moderation is key, and awareness is power. Because what we don't understand, we can't fix. And when it comes to leg pain in seniors, watermelon is one of the sneakiest culprits. Which brings us to the next seemingly healthy fruit: bright, cheerful, and full of vitamin C: oranges. Oranges are everywhere. In morning juices, fruit salads, immune-boosting supplements. They've become the poster fruit for health. But for people over 60, the story is more complicated. Citrus fruits like oranges contain high levels of citric acid, and while that may be fine for younger people, it can be extremely irritating for aging joints and tissues. Seniors who suffer from arthritis or joint inflammation are especially vulnerable. That orange you drink in the morning may be causing subtle damage you can't feel right away, but you will later. The citric acid doesn't just sit in your stomach. It enters the bloodstream and makes its way to sensitive tissues throughout the body. And the sugar in oranges only worsens the effect. This powerful combo triggers inflammation in the joints, especially in your hips, knees, and ankles. You may start your day thinking you've made a healthy choice, only to feel stiff, sore, and swollen by noon. For many older adults, citrus is a hidden trigger. Morning stiffness, limited mobility, swelling that seems to come and go, all of it could be linked to your favorite fruit. And the most dangerous part? You don't suspect it, because oranges look like health. They taste like sunshine. But for seniors with reduced circulation and joint vulnerability, they might be among the top fruits to avoid. So next time you reach for that glass of orange juice, pause. Ask yourself, is it helping or hurting? Is it nourishing you or quietly weakening you? When it comes to senior nutrition advice, the right food isn't just about nutrients. It's about how your body handles those nutrients now, not 20 years ago. And if oranges can stir up this kind of trouble, what about apples? Let's talk about the kind that looks clean, crisp, and harmless. Green apples. Green apples seem like the safe choice. Less sweet than red apples, they're often recommended for blood sugar control. But inside their tart, clean flavor hides something seniors should be cautious about: malic acid. That sharp taste? It comes from this naturally occurring acid, which is fine for most younger adults, but not for aging digestive systems or joints. As we get older, our gut lining becomes thinner and more sensitive. Malic acid can irritate not just the stomach, but also the joints, leading to pain in the hips, thighs, knees, or even a warming sensation in the feet. It doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in slowly, building up over time until movement becomes subtly more uncomfortable. And while green apples may seem less sweet, they still contain natural sugars. For seniors with slower metabolisms, even those mild sugars can lead to blood sugar swings. Nighttime leg cramps, stiffness in the morning, weakness climbing stairs. These signs might seem unrelated, but they're not. Green apples are often eaten raw and alone. Many seniors even snack on them before bed, thinking they're making a good choice. But that late-night snack might be making your nights more restless, your mornings more stiff, your walking more difficult. Again, this isn't about banning apples forever. It's about understanding that what once worked may no longer serve your body in the same way. Elderly wisdom means reassessing every choice and adapting, not out of fear, but out of respect for your body's changing needs. And if a simple apple can have this effect, imagine what happens when you eat the most sugary fruit of them all. Yes, we're talking about mangoes. Mangoes. Juicy, fragrant, irresistible. They're the symbol of summer indulgence and natural sweetness. But for seniors, especially those struggling with leg pain, inflammation, or unstable energy, mangoes may be the worst offender in your fruit basket. Why? Because mangoes are sugar bombs. They may not taste sickly sweet, but one ripe mango contains a dramatic amount of natural sugar. And while natural sugar sounds harmless, your body, especially after 60, responds the same way it would to refined sugar, with a sharp blood sugar spike followed by a crash. When that spike hits, your insulin surges to compensate. But aging cells don't respond the way they used to. Instead of processing that sugar smoothly, your body stores it as fat, fuels inflammation, and destabilizes your energy. That inflammation settles in the soft tissues of your joints, your knees, ankles, hips. Over time, you may feel tingling in your toes, burning in your arches, even swelling in your feet. All signs that something inside is reacting, quietly but consistently. And mangoes don't feel heavy. They go down easy, like air. That's the trick. You eat more than you realize because it feels light, clean, natural. But your joints don't care how light something feels on the tongue. They respond to chemistry. And mango's chemistry, particularly for seniors with existing circulation issues, is deeply disruptive. So if you're someone who snacks on mangoes, blends them into smoothies, or sees them as a guilt-free treat, think again. You may be making your legs weaker, your joints more inflamed, and your movement more limited, one juicy bite at a time. The takeaway here isn't to fear mangoes. It's to understand that in a healthy aging diet, not all fruits are equal, and some, despite their natural appeal, are simply fruits to avoid for seniors who care about mobility, balance, and independence. Now let's shift our attention, because knowing what not to eat is only half the story. What you choose instead, that's where the real transformation begins. This is where elderly wisdom becomes a guide, a compass, a way to eat not just to survive, but to thrive, to protect what matters most, your ability to move through life with strength, confidence, and ease. Let's start with berries. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These small, vibrant fruits may not look like much, but they are among the most powerful allies for senior leg strength and elderly muscle health. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, gentle on blood sugar levels, and most importantly, they actively support circulation and reduce joint inflammation. That means less swelling, less stiffness, more motion, more freedom. When you choose berries over sugar-heavy fruits, you're giving your body tools to heal, tools to repair, tools to move. Next, cherries. Yes, cherries, especially tart cherries, but even sweet ones in small amounts. They have a natural ability to lower uric acid levels, which makes them powerful defenders against gout and other inflammatory joint conditions. If you've been waking up with burning toes, stiff ankles, or that sharp morning pain in your knees, cherries may be your quiet remedy. Then there's the avocado, often overlooked as a fruit, but truly one of the best foods for seniors. Avocados are full of monounsaturated fats, the kind that nourish your joints, regulate insulin, and calm internal inflammation. They don't spike your blood sugar, they give you energy that lasts, and they're versatile, on toast, in salads, or eaten straight with a pinch of salt. For those seeking reliable senior nutrition advice, avocados belong at the center of your plan. Papaya is another game changer. This soft, tropical fruit is rich in digestive enzymes that soothe the gut and reduce inflammation. It's easy on the stomach, low in sugar, and gentle on the joints. For seniors who experience discomfort after meals or have developed food sensitivities over time, papaya is a delicious way to nourish without irritation. And finally, don't forget the humble pear. Sweet but subtle, pears offer hydration and fiber without the sugar crash. Paired with a little protein or a handful of seeds, they provide steady energy and support your circulation. No heaviness, no swelling, just clean, slow-releasing fuel for a better day. Each of these fruits plays a different role, but together they form the foundation of a healthy aging diet. A lifestyle based not on deprivation, but on alignment, on eating for the body you have now, not the one you had at 30, but the one that still deserves strength and peace. Because aging doesn't have to mean decline. With the right choices, it can mean evolution. So here's what I want you to remember. This isn't about banning fruit. This is about making intentional decisions. It's about understanding that your body has changed, and so must your nutrition. The foods you loved in the past may not love you back in the same way today. But that doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're paying attention, and that, right there, is elderly wisdom in action. Every day you have a choice, one fruit at a time, one meal at a time, one decision at a time. You can feed your inflammation or reduce it. You can weaken your legs or strengthen them. You can move through life with frustration or with grace. You don't need dramatic changes. You don't need to feel overwhelmed. You just need to start. So, what will you do differently today? Will you swap that banana for a handful of berries? Will you pause before pouring that orange juice and ask if your knees deserve better? Will you look at your fruit bowl not with guilt or fear, but with understanding? If this video spoke to you even a little, I invite you to take action. Hit the like button, share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe for more real conversations about senior health, nutrition, and strength. These are the truths most people won't tell you, but you deserve to hear them. Click the bell so you don't miss the next one. Leave a comment below. What fruit are you letting go of today? And what new habit are you bringing in? Because you deserve more than just time. You deserve quality of life. And that starts right now with one wise choice. Stay strong, stay steady, and stay rooted in the power of awareness. As we grow older, the smallest daily choices can either protect our independence or slowly take it away. What we eat isn't just about satisfying hunger anymore. It's about preserving strength, reducing pain, and staying mobile for as long as possible. The fruits we once believed were always healthy might now be silently working against us. But this isn't bad news. It's power. Because once you know better, you can do better. This is the kind of elderly wisdom that helps us age with dignity, not fear. By simply adjusting what's on your plate, you can reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and give your legs the support they truly need. It's never too late to take back control. One fruit swap, one meal at a time. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment with the number 1 to let us know you stayed with us till the end. We read every single one, and we appreciate your support more than you know. Please subscribe to the channel and tap the bell so you don't miss our next video. If this helped you, share it with a friend or family member who needs to hear this. We're here to grow stronger together. See you in the next video.